Hello, welcome back to our channel. And hey to you mamas out there, I want to share 5 important tips on labor and delivery. Okay, so I will start off with saying I am not a professional in the medical field at all, but I have had 7 children, so 7 births, and so I have a whole lot of experience in this topic. And so I felt on my heart, I really wanted to share this with all the mamas out there. They're so important. They're things that I've learned along the way. And after 7, I've learned quite a bit. So I want to share these with you. Okay, so number 1, okay, is choose a doctor. Now, you already chose a doctor. You may be already ready to give birth. You may be really close to your due date. And I get it. That's probably maybe why you clicked to see this video for labor and delivery. But it doesn't matter where you are in your pregnancy. I learned this. This is one of the things I learned. I did not have full peace with the doctor that I had with one of my pregnancies. And it was like a horrible bedside manner type thing. I just did not have a lot of peace, even though a good friend had fully recommended him and was like, oh girl, you're gonna love him. He's the best. I'm gonna tell him you're coming and he's gonna treat you so good. And so I ran with it. It was baby number 2. And so I was still new at this, quite young. And so I chose him as my doctor. Even at the tail end, when I knew I was gonna be going into labor, I didn't have full peace. And if I could go back, I would have chose a new doctor altogether. Even though that doctor would have been new to me and my chart and all of my information, I would have had to transfer all of that. I should have done it because it ended up being quite an ordeal. He was horribly rude, made me very uncomfortable, and come to find out, he actually ended up being sued by so many people for so many issues and fled the country. So anyway, just saying, even if you're at the end and you're close to your due date, if you don't really love your doctor and have a really good connection and can really talk with them, bail out, find another doctor, at least venture and visit some, and just to make sure, so when you go in, you have peace. Okay, number 2, okay, so pack your bag for comfort. Okay, girl, this is quite an ordeal, right? A baby's coming into the world and you're gonna go from having a baby in your belly to not having a baby anymore. And you're gonna be so ready for that shower when they release you to take your shower. They're gonna finally say, okay, you can take your shower and clean up, and you're gonna be like, oh yes. And so you're gonna love it. You're gonna love every minute of it. But you know what? Fill that bag with pampering items. My favorite is like just a real favorite lotion of mine at that time. So I pack my bag with some pampering lotion at least. I'm not saying you gotta shave your legs and, do all crazy stuff like that. Look, I didn't do that after any of my babies. I was quick to get back to the bed to sit down after some of them, I gotta say. But I took the time to at least lather up in some really good lotion that I could really feel like myself again after the whole labor and delivery. So anyway, so pack the bag for comfort. If you can afford it, and I couldn't with my first one, or maybe first 2, I didn't get to do this. It wasn't a thought. I just didn't think of it maybe, but I didn't pack like a gown. It's very popular now, but a new gown and a robe, and then you get to put that new, instead of putting the hospital gown on, it's so awesome to put on a fresh gown. Hey, if you can't afford it and you're not in that place right now, a new biggie, the lotion will do wonders. So anyway, but pack your bag for comfort, your fuzzy socks, whatever you need, because once you come out of there and you're yourself again, and you get to go and pick up that precious baby and just grab your baby again. It's kind of like you come out of the bathroom after your shower and you're just like, oh, it's all fresh and new again, as if you just had the baby, because you stepped away for a moment for the first time and took your shower, and then you're stepping back out and you're like, oh, I can't wait to pick him or her up and just snuggle. So anyway, so pack for comfort. Okay, third one, confidence, okay? Confidence is absolutely huge in this. Okay, if you wanna be confident, definitely in your birthing plan, okay? And you're probably gonna be told that by your doctor. Choose a birthing plan and try to figure out what you want before you come into into the hospital or wherever you're going, birthing suite or wherever you're gonna be having your baby, or maybe a home birth. But confidence is so huge. And that's one thing that I guess if I was gonna be working outside of the home at this time right now, which I'm not, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I would be like a midwife. I'd be someone that'd be coaching these mamas, because confidence is so huge. My first few kids, I wasn't as confident. And so I didn't speak up, okay? So you want to know your birthing plan, but listen, not all the time, your birthing plan doesn't always happen the way you want it to. Things happen and just things can go a totally different direction than what you thought. And so it can throw you off guard and be like, oh, it's not my birthing plan. This isn't what I wanted. What am I gonna do? So be confident in what you want, yes, but be confident that it's you, mama. It's you and your baby. So make the decisions that are best for you and your baby. Okay, too many times in the beginning with my first couple, the doctors or nurses would come in and say, oh, yeah, looks like this, we're gonna do this. And I would just think, well, you know what you're doing. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well then, looking back, I didn't have to do these things. Some of these things that they did, I shouldn't have. I look back and I regret it. And so anyway, but if I would have been confident in knowing. So a good thing with the confidence also is if you can have somebody with you. So if you're on your own, fully on your own, mama, be confident and just know what you want and stand your ground. It's your body, it's your baby, okay? It's your moment. But if you have your hubby there, or if you have a best friend, a mama, a sister, whatever, whoever you have, just share with them what your plan is, but share with them that, hey, I want to be on the same page during the whole thing. And if I start to flip out, be there to calm me down, to help me make the best decision. Okay? Okay, so confidence is absolutely huge. Like I said, in your birthing plan, but also just for yourself. Be bold. Be bold, okay? Bold as a lion, right? Okay, so number 4, follow the peace in your heart, okay? Huge, huge, huge. Follow the peace in your heart. Too many times I sat and had to make decisions. And like I said, it came upon me quick, and it was like, this is what we're gonna do, this is what we're thinking of doing, or like inducing. We think it's best that we induce right now, this is the case, and why? And stop, ask questions. Ask enough questions. You have every right to ask every question you wanna ask until you get peace with an answer that you get. Okay, so constantly ask questions, question that doctor up and down, the nurse, whoever comes into your room. They're switching shifts all the time if you're in the hospital, so one might come in and she's really, helping you out and making you feel comfortable. And then the next one comes in and she's like, she doesn't know what's going on, and she's new to you and you're new to her. And now you it's kind of like, I don't think she's seeing what I see, and she's thinking what I'm thinking, and she's not understanding me. Take a breath and wait. Just wait on that full peace. And unless it's an emergency situation, they're telling you we have to do this right now to save the baby or you, stop and wait for full peace. Once again, I've been there, and I can look back and say that I didn't do that. There were many times that I didn't have full peace, but I was just like, oh, okay, I hear what you're saying. I get it. Okay. I didn't need to, once again, I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to go there. I didn't need to have that procedure done or whatever it was. I should have stopped. I should have prayed about it. I should have taken a moment to really sink it in and think, is this really what I want? Is this really what I need right now? And ask questions, okay? So, number 5, okay. Like I said, I have 7 beautiful, beautiful babies that I absolutely adore, and they're my life. And if I could go back, the pictures and the videos that I would have taken would have been off the charts, okay? So I have pictures, I have some videos, but I would have just went so much more crazy with it. You can't have enough. You can always delete or get rid of if you need to later, but go crazy. if you can have enough people in your room, if it's a home birth or, you're just at this wonderful place that allows more people to come in and you can get a friend to come in and just take photos the whole time and document it for you, it just helps you keep those memories so fresh and remind you of things that happen. I mean, it's one of the hugest moments in your life, mama. It's one of the biggest moments. And you're going to go through so many emotional thoughts and things going on that you're going to sit later, and then I have to do that with my husband, and I'll be like, babe, with Kalia, was I in labor for like 5 hours? Was she the one I was in labor with, for like all night? Or sometimes I have to get him to kind of remind me, and it's like, I want to remember all those things. So I also journaled. I remembered to come home, and then while it's still fresh in my mind, the whole labor and delivery experience, I journaled my thoughts. And all my memories that I had at the moment, because they're fresh, they're right there. And I journaled them really quick and made sure I got them documented for myself, to have. So anyway, those are, even though they might even seem like some of the 5 simplest tips, at the same time, girl, these are very important. I mean it when I choose the doctor, take your time and don't feel like you can't pull out and find another doctor so that you can have full peace having this baby. Like I said, it's one of the most precious moments in your life. So don't hesitate if you don't have full peace. Pack your bag for comfort, right? Make sure you have all those comfort things, at least the lotion. Throw a really good lotion in there and really come out feeling like yourself again. Confidence. Be super, super confident, in your birthing plan, but also in who you are and what you want. Be bold as a lion, girl. Go in there and have that baby the way you want to have that baby, and you be in control of the room. It's your baby, it's your body. You do have the say so. A lot of times mamas get in there and we just, whatever they say, we do. I've been there. But you don't. You get to have a voice and you get to speak up. After I learned that confidence and I would speak up, so many times the nurses look at me and say, no, I don't think that that's an option. We're not going to be able to do that. No, I think we need to call the doctor who isn't here yet, and we need to make it very clear that's what I want. And I had to be very bold. Sure enough, she left my room. She went ahead and made a phone call to my doctor, who I made it very clear what I wanted. And he approved it totally. She came back in and she said, okay, doctor said, okay. I'm like, yes, I know he did, because we've discussed this. So they will try to be pushy at times. I've had wonderful nurses. I am not coming against any nurses out there. I've had wonderful that I've gone back and brought gifts to and loved on and just been so grateful. But then I've had some that are pushy, and they're trying to do what they think is best for you and push you into decisions that are not yours. So be confident, okay? Follow the peace in your heart, mama. Follow that peace in your heart no matter what decision it is, and ask questions. Keep asking, and the pictures and videos. All right. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you. If you have any questions or anything, regarding any of these things or anything that I could help share because of what I have been through. So let me tell you also, I didn't tell you in the beginning. I have, like I said, 7 births. Okay, so I've had a natural birth, okay? No interventions, okay? I have also had an epidural, which I'm sure you probably know is numb from like the waist down. I've had that. I have been induced. So that's where they forced my body to go into labor. I was past my due date or something like that. But anyway, I have been induced. I have also had a water birth. I've done that one also, and I've had an emergency C-section, and I've also had a planned C-section. So I've kind of tried them all. So I really do have a lot of information in this department, and my heart is heavy for mamas out there that are maybe nervous going in, don't know what to think going in, or just want maybe a confidence booster. I'm here to do that for you and to be there for you. So if you have any questions, go ahead, message me, and I'll definitely shoot back an answer to you and give you my thoughts and pray for you, be praying with you. So anyway, mamas, I'm excited for you. And if it's either mamas to be, maybe your baby's on its way soon, maybe you're just listening to this because you're excited that one day you'll be pregnant, Or maybe you've already had your kids and you just wanted to hear someone else's experiences. I'm also going to do a video. I like to do a video based off of every one of them. So like I said, natural birth, water births, C-sections, epidurals, all of them. I like to be able to do and devote to each one of my stories and sharing how it came about, how it happened, and and all that. So anyway, thanks so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for coming and hearing about this. Obviously, you're you're interested in this specific topic. So thank you again, and don't forget, please subscribe to our channel. We are the Garza Bunch, and so we have a lot of family videos we do, and my heart is to pour out the mama in me and like I said, my experiences with training up our kids. We have ages, I have a 22-year-old all the way down to a 4-year-old, and there's 7 of them, like I said. So a lot of experience, but I want to share what we have in our family with you. So please subscribe to our channel, and thanks again.